Lowe's knows that no matter your paint project, saving is at the top of your list. That's why when you shop today, you can buy one, get one free select Valspar and HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams one-coat coverage interior paints via rebate. Shop these deals in-store or online today at Lowe's. We help, you save. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Offer valid 8/21 through 9/3.
On the Blitz.
It's a Thursday. Going to be a high of about 80 today. Sunny. I'm sorry. No, mostly cloudy. Looking at a different day. Mostly cloudy today. And a bit breezy. How breezy, though? Supposed to golf today. What does breezy mean?
May the breeze be ever in your favor.
They're not saying windy. They're just saying breezy. So
That sounds all right.
I don't mind a little bit, just not too much. It is going to be a very busy day. We have got more tickets for Louder Than Life. Sometime around 7:20 this morning, you will hear the Louder Than Life song of the day. We've also got your 311 and Bad Flower tickets, which we're going to give away coming up around 7:50 this morning. How are you, Kelly?
Great.
Awesome. How are you, Vic?
I'm good. By the way, 10 miles an hour, not every hour out of the Northeast.
Oh, thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, can I tell you? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say 9. We are at single digits.
For
9 days. OSU, Texas. College football. Your
We are at
Wolverines
single
taking
days.
on
New Mexico. Yep.
Oh, that's an easy win.
That'll be an easy one.
Yeah.
Although I got to
9
say,
days, man.
it'll be interesting because, you guys are coming out the gate with a huge game. We've got week number 2 with a huge game against Oklahoma. So it's going to be it's going to be a year for sure.
Jeff Logan in here next Friday. Can't wait.
What were you going to say, Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing. I was just going to talk about myself. So
Please do.
That's always fun.
Okay.
What happened to you
I gave
now?
blood yesterday, right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So I get out. It went great. It was perfect. People at the Red Cross are incredible.
No passing out?
No. Ronnie
Oh,
had this
darn.
giant blood drive yesterday. So she and I were giving blood at essentially the same time. I started a little bit before her, so I ended a little bit before her. So I walk over to see how she's doing, right? And the guy doing it, he's like, oh, let me show you this. And he pulls up off the cover off her arm to show me the needle. Dude, that was the closest I felt like I was going to maybe drop. Because I'm fine with myself, and I wasn't really watching the blood leave my body. But seeing Ronnie, who I love, and she's sitting there, and she's got a needle in her arm, and I'm like, oh, no, am I going to lose it?
So it wasn't the insertion of the needle. It
Not
wasn't
at
the
all.
removal of the needle.
It was
just
seeing
Ronnie sitting there.
And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, oh, are you doing okay? And she's like, yeah, doing great. And all. So I left and had my cookies and juice, and I did feel it throughout the day. There was like a little bit of a sense of,
Yeah, you can tell.
am I like, I'm not dizzy, but I could definitely feel a little bit strange.
Yeah.
And then it sort of was fine by late afternoon.
How could you not? I mean, you take that much blood out of you all at once. How could you not feel that?
But I would say the only time I felt like I might have an issue is when I was watching Ronnie give. And I do
Ronnie's
think
sitting there.
I think it's a sympathetic thing. Like, it's like, oh, I don't want her to be in any pain. Is she in pain? Is
You're
she
an
okay?
empath. You're just an empath.
Maybe. That might be a little too generous. But I did feel, I was like, oh, no. I'm gonna. But it was good. It was all great. It was so good. It was nothing. It did not hurt.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Good job.
I don't feel like
Thanks
you're that.
for helping out.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think it's amazing. I wish I could have made it. It was
that's okay.
a very, very busy day. I wanted to head over there and help out, but
Next time.
I have donated before, and I will do it again.
I'm no pressure from me. I don't pressure people to do anything. You know what
Why
I'm
didn't
saying?
you help, loser?
Well, the thing is
That's what I
here's
heard.
what
That's exactly the tone that Kelly just had.
Here's what I really hate, and I would absolutely avoid at all costs, is when somebody is like, say a woman is like, finally scheduled her mammogram for after 10 years, and then she's like, you all need to get your mammograms. I'm
Coming
like,
down
all
on
right,
you, right.
ma'am,
Yeah.
settle down over there. So it's like, I haven't given blood since the 90s, so I am never telling anyone that they should do something.
Right.
Absolutely not.
I got it. We have a very busy show and lots to talk about, so let's get to it. Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, see if we can get somebody $25 to go spend at Water Beds and Stuff. The search is on for a purebred golden retriever to star in a sequel to this 1997 movie. The studio's looking for a purebred golden retriever to star in a sequel to this 1997 movie.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Be the first one to text in the name of that movie at 800-821-9970. We'll hook you up with the gift card.
Let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
The question was, the search is on for a purebred golden retriever to star in a sequel to this 1997 movie. What is the movie? And it is Air Bud.
Oh,
Air
all
Bud.
right.
Yeah, what were your first
I
thinking?
thought Marley and Me.
Oh, Marley and Me. I did enjoy that movie.
How's it
Marley
going?
and Me. Yeah, it was fun.
It was sad.
Yeah, aren't all dog movies
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much?
true. Yeah, pretty much.
Almost all of them. Yeah, so the website, the Airbud official Airbud website, taking submissions. All entrants will be eligible to win all kinds of prizes. Hoping to get the movie out next summer, which will be almost 30 years after the original. And it's going to follow a 12-year-old boy who dreams of being a basketball player. He finds an original VHS tape of Airbud.
Okay.
And then just happens to meet a neglected golden retriever. And that's all they say. So,
And then it turns
go
into
from
a
there.
basketball dog.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Who's our winner?
Anthony Wagner from Waverly was the first one to text in the correct answer, so he can spend $25 at Waterbeds and Stuff.
Congrats, Anthony. We are into the 7th month of doing Blitz mornings together since I've joined the show.
Mm-hmm.
It has been absolutely unbelievable, as I say every time, and it just seems to get better and better. But 7 months isn't terribly long, so we're still kind of learning things, and every so often a new tidbit of information will arise, and you're like, oh, I didn't know that about you. Oh, I didn't know that about you, and I learned something new this morning. And that is the fact that Thick isn't human.
What?
Well, not human, but not a man.
What?
He has got some female tendencies. One of them.
Wait,
Talking
is he
about?
like a Ken doll? Is that what
Okay.
you're about to tell me?
That's not what I was about to
Okay.
say. That would make sense, but for this case, no, that wouldn't be it, because he must have all the correct appendages to do what he did. But I will tell you, little TMI, a little behind the scenes, a little how the sausage is made. Every so often, if I have last night's dinner, or maybe the caffeine coffee kicked in before the show starts, I will stand up and proudly announce, as Kelly, you're in the other room taking care of some stuff, Thick and I are in the studio, and I will proudly announce, it's gonna be a good day, Tater! And that means I have to make my way to the restroom
Yes.
pre-show. Which
You're going to free yourself up for a great morning.
Absolutely. And it happens every so often. Well, this morning, for the first time ever, Thick takes off his coat in the studio. He goes, I've been waiting a long time for this. And Thick goes, it's going to be a good day, Tater! And then makes his way to the bathroom. Now, here's where it gets strange, because I'm in here, continuing my work as usual, getting ready for the show. And 3 minutes and 27 seconds later, Thick comes out of the bathroom back into the studio.
He timed it to the second, Kelly.
And I said, wait, what? That's not possible. That's not manly. That's not manly. That's not what you do. That's 8 minutes minimum. And he goes, no, I go in, I get out, I just doing business. It was cock lock ready to rock, and he was just in and out. And then he says, I don't take my phone or nothing. And I said, excuse me? How do you not take your phone or nothing? Well, apparently there was an incident last time where he went to stand up and dropped his phone in the toilet.
Yeah.
And so now you don't take
Years
your
ago.
phone in there at all?
No. I want to get in and out. I don't want to waste time in the bathroom.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense?
You could have watched like 6 videos in
Yeah!
that time.
100%.
Then I would have been in there for 10 minutes.
Yes!
No, 6 videos in that 3 minute and 20-some seconds.
Oh, you're watching the short videos.
The short videos, the TikToks.
Yeah.
I mean, your colon's moving at top speed, by the way.
Well, I'm focused on it. So I'm not focused on videos. I'm getting it out. I'm
I
getting
am
out of the
watching
bathroom.
all of Inception.
I'm
Like,
thinking you're insulting a lot of people right now, Goose.
I don't think so.
Oh,
But
you guys can text in 800-821-9970.
Wait,
do you waste time in the bathroom?
Insult?
He's just like saying I'm not a man because I poop too fast.
yeah, you poop at woman speed. That's not.
What? Now, how do you take that, Kelly?
You joking? Like, first of all, I take my phone everywhere because you never know.
That's true.
Never know why.
What could happen? What if you slip and fall?
What?
What if you're laying there, nobody's coming in for an hour to rescue you,
God.
and
Yeah.
you don't have your phone?
How many times that happened to anybody in this studio?
You're going to lay on the floor not watching videos?
You dislocate your hip pushing too hard and you can't stand up.
Jeez. Long as that thumb works, you can be scrolling.
You can be scrolling away. Anyways, I
Wow.
bring all of that up because it was very interesting. There was a new poll conducted about where would you retrieve your phone? Because if you stand up post-poop and your phone falls in like it did for Thick, are you reaching in and snatching your phone?
Yes, every day, all day.
See, I agree.
I'll reach into the toilet.
I agree. That's what soap is for.
I will not reach into a porta john. I won't.
Okay.
I won't crawl down in there.
Now, okay, so that's funny you bring that up because I'm going to go over this list of 5 scenarios and see where you fall. Because one of them is, would you reach down into a porta potty at a big music festival?
Could I reach?
Ooh.
As long as I didn't have to hang myself down in.
Right.
Let's
say
that is a tough call.
It's a music festival, so the
Is it end of day?
Mount Pucellin has already built.
We're talking.
So it's sitting on top.
On top of the mountain.
Yes, it's
We're
sitting on-
talking end of day.
Your
here.
phone is Old Smoky, just sitting on top of the mountain, all covered with cheese.
Oh, but it hasn't fallen.
Hasn't fallen in. Are you reaching in?
If it's sitting on the top,
God.
maybe. If it's sitting on the top, maybe.
54% of people would.
All right.
Would you dive into a pool fully clothed at a wedding to save your phone?
Yes.
59% of people said they would.
I believe that.
Would you climb into a dumpster
Yes.
to get your phone?
I would not like it, but I would do it.
56% of people said they would. Would you risk climbing down onto subway tracks to grab your phone?
No.
No. 20% said they would if they dropped their phone down there. And finally, would you miss an international flight to go home and get your phone, or you have to wait at security and you left your phone at TSA and your plane is boarding and you know you're going to miss your flight? Would you miss your international flight?
I mean, do I want to be miserable on the trip with no phone?
Yeah, and usually don't you have your
Imagine.
pass on your phone? Don't you need your
Okay.
phone?
Well, let's
That
just say you
aside.
don't.
Say you don't. I would say, oh boy, are there other people involved here? Because if there are, you got to take the flight.
Yeah, you gotta
can't
take
ruin
the flight.
everyone's time. But if it's just me, that's going to be a decision to make.
All right, 54% of people. That's a lot. 54% of people would miss an international flight. I don't think I'm missing an international flight. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do it. It'd be tough. It'd be I need my phone, but I'm not missing
Maybe
it.
we'd learn some good life balancing lessons.
Yes, absolutely. Blitz, hi.
Hey, good morning.
Who's this?
This is Joe.
What's up, Joe? What can we do for you?
So I got a story to tell you about a phone.
Okay.
My wife and I was at a club party one time it was a weekend party, and my wife lost her phone. And about 3 days later, a friend of mine calls me up and says, "Hey, we found your wife's phone." Says she dropped it in the porta-john, and when they cleaned the porta-john out, they found it laying in the bottom of it. I said, "Oh, no." And they said, "We got it wrapped in paper. We wiped it off and wrapped it in paper towels for you." And I said, "Well, surely it ain't going to work." And we went over and we pulled the cover off and wiped it all down and everything. And I'll be darned if that phone didn't power right back on.
It worked. All right, now, but here's the question. Did you keep the phone and continue to use it?
So let me tell you what happened. My wife upgraded her phone, and I ended up with that one.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And you did not clean every nook and cranny, man. You know that's
I
not
did.
possible.
I did, Kelly.
Did you?
I took that thing apart really well and cleaned that thing very well.
What's even funnier about all of this is we're talking about this, we're talking about the phone, we're talking about dropping the phone, the poop on the phone, the porta potty, and Kelly instantly grabs like a Clorox wipe, and she's subconsciously she's washing her phone right now. She's like, I got to double check and make sure my phone's clean. Hey, thanks for the call, man. I hope you have a great Thursday.
All right, Chad Tipple says, in and out. I got better things to do than sit there. Travis says, when I go, I'm in and out just like Thick, but my wife will take 15 minutes in there.
Yeah, I'm easily...
I'm not extending my time in there, but I'm never not watching my phone videos. Never.
Yes.
Well,
I won't stay in there longer. I won't be sitting there longer, but I will be watching. I'll make use of the time.
Okay.
Drew says, stop poop shaming people, but yes, always take your phone.
Yes.
And then Doug said one of his coworkers, Doug, who's in the porta potty business.
Porta potty.
Bada bing. Said that one of his coworkers, they found 20 phones in porta potties after the country music festival.
Oh, I believe that for sure. Well, enjoy your poop time.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Oh, how I love the World Wide Web. Our first story takes us over to a New York City Dunkin' Donuts location where a woman has gone viral for her TikTok video because she was there to get her morning, I don't know, munchkins or coffee or whatever she was doing. However, she was like second or third in line when the employees were, putting together other orders. And she noticed, if you've ever been to Dunkin', they have those little conveyor belt toasters. So when you order a sandwich or something or a bagel, they put it on there and it goes through at a slow rate of speed to get toasted before it comes out the other end. Well, apparently a fire broke out inside this little toaster oven thing. But the teenagers working there just kept working. No one really paying attention to the fire. And she's like, hey, you got a fire there. And so one employee comes over with a broom and kind of like waves at the fire. But that didn't work. So then the lady says, hey, do you happen to have a fire extinguisher somewhere? All right. Do you happen to have a fire extinguisher somewhere? No one knew where the fire extinguisher was. So it took a moment to find, and when it finally did, the teenagers working all looked at the fire extinguisher like man discovering fire for the first time.
Oh, no clue.
They had no idea what to do. So this young lady says, look, pull the pin, this is what you do. In fact, take a listen. Here's some of the TikTok video.
Do you have a fire extinguisher? Do you know where it is? There's got to be a fire extinguisher. Do you guys have a manager you can call? Yeah, there you go. Fire extinguisher right there. Here, you want me to help you? So you're going to pull?
Thank you.
You're so welcome. We're going to have to call the fire department. I just saved the Dunkin' and lost a nail, but I'm good. Everybody's safe.
I just saved the Dunkin'. Now, here's why I love the World Wide Web, because this young woman, or this woman, trying to help out these teenagers who have no idea what is going on, is now kind of in a back and forth because people are coming down on her saying fire extinguisher's a bit excessive, isn't it? Such a small flame, it ruins the entire oven. Someone says the bread would have just stopped burning at some point. These toasters catch croissants on fire all the time. It's not a big deal. Especially not big enough to deploy a fire extinguisher. Now all the food is ruined. Now that machine is ruined and they're going to have to get a new one. Someone said, wow, as a firefighter, she just wrecked that machine. Grabbed some tongs, removed the burning food, done. No more fuel, no more fire.
Oh, everybody's a genius.
Right.
Well, you said that was a firefighter. That surprised me.
Yeah, it's like no one can do any good without someone else coming down on them.
Well, actually...
Apparently, I've never put out a fire before.
Every week, yeah, you're right, Kelly. Everybody's an expert on something new every week.
New.
Everybody on the internet.
Absolutely. Our second story takes us over to Canada, and here we are yet again with another insane lawsuit. The incident took place last Monday morning where an intruder broke into a home, which woke up the man who was living there. Well, the man who was living there was not happy that someone had broken into his home, so an altercation ensued, and the intruder sustained serious life-threatening injuries as a result. This man, defended his home from someone who broke in. Well, the man who owned the home was arrested for assault. Excuse me? Yes, the 41-year-old man was charged with 4 offenses, including possession of a weapon for dangerous purposes, and break and enter. I don't understand. I'm sorry, no, that was the intruder. But the other man was charged with aggravated assault and assault with a weapon following the investigation.
Yeah, you're wasting my time right now because we know this is getting thrown out of court.
Right? Fingers crossed. You would hope so.
Do not waste my time when I'm defending myself and my property.
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily say in the article whether or not this man had a family at home, because even more so, you have a family at home, you're defending your family.
If I have a pet parakeet, I'm defending. I mean, like, that's it.
Police say the intruder was already wanted at the time for an arrest for unrelated offenses, but yes, this man already has legal issues. When released from the hospital, he'll be held in custody. But yes, this homeowner is now going to be on trial for assault.
What the hell has happened to common sense, man?
I don't know.
Here's
the one thing I will say. At least it's not only us, because this story takes place up in Ontario, so Canada has frivolous lawsuits as well. So, yes, fingers crossed this story gets thrown out, because it's just...
Dude, if you hadn't broke in, you wouldn't have got beat up. Simple as that. This is on you. You brought it on yourself. He has a right to defend his house. I mean, I don't know. Maybe in Canada you don't. I don't know.
Oh, it's Canada.
Which is kind of shocking because, when we talk about people from Canada, you figured he would be like, oh, hey, you want some silver, eh?
Yeah, you're supposed
Go
to.
ahead.
Here's the safe and the combination.
Thank you for taking my stuff. Thank you for breaking into my home. That's the
belongs
Canadian
in the
way.
United States of America. Come on down. We'll take care of you.
It's 997 The Blitz. All right, just imagine you meet someone, things are going well. You're 1, 2, 3 dates in. Or maybe even so, it's just like a situationship. Like you're not really together, but you guys hang out, you have fun together. What's the pettiest reason that you stopped hooking up with someone? 800-821-9970. Someone jumped online. So what's the pettiest reason you stopped hooking up with someone? This guy says she got mad that I never viewed her Instagram stories. I barely use Instagram. It's not my thing.
Right.
Like, could you imagine someone again? Why don't you like my stories? You never give me a like. Well, I definitely cut it off for that reason. I couldn't handle that.
If she wasn't looking at your Instagram?
No,
she's coming at me.
Oh, I thought
why?
she broke up with him because he wouldn't look at her.
No. She got mad that I never viewed his Instagram stories. So she cut it off from her.
Oh.
Yeah. This person said
good.
They never said thanks to anyone for anything. Yeah, I'd probably cut it off for that reason too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not saying thank you, you're not a good person.
Right up there with being rude to waiters and stuff.
Yes, exactly. This person said they littered. I'm done. You're a litterer. I can't be with you. I don't know if I would. That depends on how much littering, though. Yeah, that might annoy me.
What are you whipping out of a bag of Wendy's, or are
just
you
chucking it out the window?
Are we doing an apple core? Like there are two different kinds of littering.
Right. Blitz, hi. Who's this?
Jessica.
Jessica, what is the pettiest reason you stopped hooking up with someone?
I went to see him at work. It was like 3 a.m. It was his lunch break, and he didn't compliment me.
What?
He didn't compliment you on getting up early and coming to see him in the middle of the morning?
How I look.
Okay. Wait.
So
she said it was petty.
I dressed up really nice for him. It was 3 a.m. I was waking up, and going to see him at work and basically doing third shift because he was on third shift. And he never complimented me.
Yeah, girl, you do not need that negativity. I don't blame you.
Because you put in...
It's not like who could appreciate me.
Right. It's not like you rolled out of bed at 3 a.m. and drove over there in pajamas and a bun. You actually got ready to go see him at work at 3 a.m.
He wasn't even like, oh, girl, look how good you look. That takes no effort.
I was 18 years old, so...
Yeah.
How old?
I looked good back then.
18.
Oh, 18. Okay, yeah. You were living your best life, and you're like, excuse me, I put in the effort. You could at least say, you look nice or something. Okay. Yeah,
exactly.
I will say that's pretty petty, but okay, that was the question. So the pettiest reason. So I get it. Well, thank you for the call. Have a great one. Chris says she farted in bed. Wait, you stopped hooking up with her because she farted in bed? Come on now.
Some things you just can't get over, I guess.
That's just human nature, though. I mean, it has to happen.
This person said she got mad that I said she was driving the speed limit on a mini vacation.
So you don't want to be with someone who
drives the speed limit,
right?
Especially on a vacation.
Yes. Blitz, hi. Who's this?
Hi, this is Tara.
Tara, what's the pettiest reason that you stopped hooking up with someone?
Well, it was kind of like the first date with somebody, and we came back to my place, and I was trying to ignore the fact that he was a little shorter than me, but we were sitting.
Oh,
wait, hold on, wait.
No.
Get to the juicy stuff. Are you still there?
His feet. It just.
Hold on.
Wait, stop. Wait, you cut out. You were
cut
sitting
out after
there.
telling us he was shorter than you. Then what?
So he was shorter than me, and when we went back to my place after our date, we were sitting on my bed, and I noticed that his feet weren't touching the ground.
He was kicking his legs.
Yeah. Oh my
God. Oh, you're like, no, I can't do it. If you're kicking your legs like a little kid, he's like, I'm about to get some, and he's kicking his legs back and forth.
Yes.
He's clapping his little hands. Ooh, I'm about to put it in. Yeah.
Yes. I was like, no, I ain't doing it.
You give him like a little lollipop, and he's like, yee.
I was like, goodbye, you're out. Get out of my place.
Oh, no.
Wow.
That's hysterical.
Poor guy.
Oh.
Just kicking his little legs. He's all excited. He's like, ooh, boobies. Yeah.
Oh, man, he really thought that something was going to happen, and I bursted that bubble fast.
Did he put his hands up in the air? Uppies. Oh
my God.
That's, you know what? I might do the same thing if I was a woman. I don't know if I could do that, just seeing those little kicking legs. Oh, well, thank you so much for the call. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
If you live in Columbus, there's a good chance your trash day is changing. About half of Columbus households that get weekly trash pickup will be assigned a new collection day. You receive your new route colors starting September 2nd. Cities rebalance the routes because there's been a huge population growth. And man, can you imagine all of a sudden a bunch of people move into your neighborhood that you're picking up trash, and now like your day's been extended by 2 hours?
Yeah. I noticed our trash pickup is pretty late in the day, so we must be the end of the route, which I've never really experienced before.
Yes.
It's usually early in the morning.
Yeah.
Ours varies. That'll be 7 a.m. one day, 3 p.m. the next week.
Huh. That might be the whole reason for this, for sure.
Yep. President Trump wants the U.S. government to own a piece of Intel. The administration is in talks to secure a 10% stake in Intel in exchange for converting government grants that were pledged to Intel under President Biden. If the deal is completed, the U.S. government will become one of Intel's largest shareholders. Trump's interest in Intel is being driven in part by his desire to boost chip production in the U.S. and lessen our dependence on chips manufactured overseas. Intel isn't commenting, but the company may be over a barrel here because it's in a massive slump. It's lost billions in the last year and a half and is way behind on its construction project in Licking County. And it's also it's rare, but the U.S. government has stepped in the past to become a significant shareholder in a major company like they did in 2008 with GM. GM was on the verge of bankruptcy. The government came in with a bunch of cash, $50 billion, and got a 60% stake in the company, and then ended up selling its shares at a loss. So it's not unprecedented to do something like this, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. Might be good for Licking County, though. We'll see. LA Fitness is being sued by the Federal Trade Commission for making it unreasonably difficult for customers to cancel their memberships. The complaint accuses the fitness chain of violating federal law by requiring customers to jump through unnecessary hurdles to end their memberships, essentially making it nearly impossible to cancel. Tens of thousands of LA Fitness customers have complained, saying they've been told they have to cancel in person at a specific time with a specific manager who was never available. So they would come in repeatedly, and this person would be unavailable to help them cancel their membership.
F you.
Or they were told they could mail in their forms, but they had to pay extra for certified mail. Like, they were making it really difficult for people to get out of these contracts. Even customers who stopped payment through their banks, because they're like, they won't let me cancel, so I don't want to pay them anymore.
Yeah.
Like, stop payment. These customers were rebilled under new account numbers. So they took the credit card number or the bank card number, made a new account number, so the bank started paying again.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, this is like really shifty and
wow.
shady. So anyway, the FTC says LA Fitness trained its staff in ways to make it extremely difficult to cancel a membership. So it's asking the court to stop LA Fitness from this practice and to give refunds to affected customers.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen.
That's a little like, come on, guys.
I might be rethinking my my membership now because I was ready. I just told Nora the other day, I said, I think I'm going to pull the trigger on LA Fitness because it's one of the places I know, one, close to my house, and two, that has an indoor pool because that's the big thing I want to do is just get in there and swim some laps every day. But yeah, that's, ooh.
Do you have a community center?
No, but, well, Hilliard's
Yes.
opening a new one in September.
Well, they got one now.
With an indoor pool?
Oh, I don't know if it's got an indoor pool.
Hilliard's got a new rec center opening in middle of September. So as long as I don't have a heart attack before then, I'll wait till the middle of September and just join there.
Yeah.
So.
All right, those are your three things.
All right, we've got some airport news for you. You got some traveling coming up. I don't know how I would feel. Well, actually, I know how I would feel about this particular instance, but I guess as a whole, I can see why some people may not be exactly thrilled. Passengers on a flight from St. Louis to Seattle got an unexpected delay when the plane got stuck on the tarmac. And this happened back on August 11th. However, on this particular flight, there happened to be Dave Koz and Friends Summer Horns Tour as they were headed to Seattle for 2 days of shows. And all of these musicians happened to have carry-ons, which included their instruments. So while stuck on the airplane, on the tarmac, they said, hey, we might as well entertain everyone. So this is what the passengers got. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Not me. This is a jam right here. I would have no problem sitting in my airplane seat listening to this. But it wasn't but 90 days ago that we were telling a story and all bitching and moaning about a mother who let her daughter get up and sing on the intercom.
Yeah, like show tunes or
yeah,
something.
whatever it was, Frozen or something like that. And people are like, come on.
Okay, but it is the difference between professional musicians who know what volume to be playing, what type of, you know what I mean? They have a little sensibility about what they're doing. And then there's like a stage mom who's letting her daughter like really wail on the airport microphone.
I happen to agree with you. And to me, this sounds well, one, good, and two, better than a child with a better than average but not great voice singing over the intercom system. So, is it is it wrong or right for one, wrong for the other?
Okay, let me ask this. At what point in a delay, we're all sitting on the plane, is it okay for people to decide we need group activities? Like, how long are we waiting?
Right. Let's see if it says in the article exactly how long.
Like an hour?
They were
2 hours? You hear of people sitting on a tarmac for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours?
Right.
At what point in that 9-hour delay are we saying, yes, it's time for people to take instruments out of their bags and start playing?
Now, it doesn't say. It does say that one of the flight attendants walked up to the musicians who saw them bring their instruments on board and said, hey, would you be willing to play a song while we're stuck here in Boise? Now, they were stuck in Boise, so I can understand wanting to distract yourself for sure. But, yeah, everyone seemed to be having a good time.
Plus, it's professional. Like, you are essentially, Dave Koz sells out. When he comes here every year during Christmas time, and he sells out.
Yeah.
Like, this is a guy you have to pay to see.
Yeah. Yeah, again, big difference between professional and
someone's 9-year-old kid who knows all the words to a Moana song.
Yeah,
Moana,
whatever.
that's what it was.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. I consider this to be different. If you got some traveling coming up, the TSA has banned certain cordless hairstyling tools from checked luggage due to hazardous materials like gas and butane. You can no longer pack cordless curling irons, flat irons, or spare gas cartridges in checked bags. I didn't know that cordless curling irons used butane and gas. That's how they heat
existed.
Yeah, I didn't know they existed either.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that you can't bring spare gas cartridges and butane onto your checked bag.
I guess I never would have thought that's what they used either.
Guess they got to heat up somehow.
Yeah, somehow it's got to.
They do say you can still bring your corded items, the corded curling irons and things like that. However, it's interesting every time they release articles like this telling you what you cannot bring, they still stick in there some items that you can bring. Like you can still pack a live lobster. If you want to bring your live lobster with you in your checked bag, you can.
Is that an emotional support lobster?
It could be. Yeah. You can still bring cowboy spurs, which seems interesting.
That is.
You can bring antlers, which also seems interesting. That could easily be used as a weapon.
But I can't bring more than 3 ounces of shampoo.
No, you cannot. You can bring wands and lightsabers on your checked bags. You can bring coffee machines.
Okay.
So
yeah, but it's corded. What's a coffee machine going to do?
That's true.
Yeah, and the corded curling iron, where are you going to plug that in?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can bring that on board. So, yeah, corded is okay. You just can't bring uncorded things. So, just be warned, ladies, if you planned on bringing your cordless curling irons or flat irons that use those gas cartridges or butane, put them in your checked bag. Not allowed. Matt Geyer from Reynoldsburg, congratulations. That was the Louder Than Life song of the day, Avenged Sevenfold Nightmare. You have got yourself a pair of weekend GA passes for Louder Than Life, September 18th through the 21st at Highland Festival Grounds, KY Expo Center, and you can be there, you are there, but you have another chance tomorrow. Ronnie will have the song at 4:20 this afternoon, and we'll play it again tomorrow. And, of course, Matt, you are now entered into the weekend VIP passes with meet and greets with Red Jumpsuit Apparatus and All Time Low, which we will pick the winner after we give away the final pair of tickets tomorrow. So,
one more chance.
Congratulations, Matt. Right now, it is time to get into one of my favorite websites, F My Life. This is where people jump online and tell you how things are going wrong in their life so you can feel better about yours. Like this person who says, today at the gym, I attempted to deadlift after binge eating ice cream last night. I need new underwear.
Oh, of course you do.
Yeah. I understand how important, there are 4 basic exercises any trainer will tell you to do, and deadlift and squat are 2 of them, and I'm scared to do both because you never know what's going to happen.
How about a sit-up? A simple sit-up?
A simple sit-up will do it too. Absolutely.
You get firing out every orifice.
Yeah, that is very true. This person says, today my neighbor's son siphoned the fuel out of my lawnmower and put it in his car.
Oh, my God.
But he didn't realize that the fuel mixture I use in my lawnmower ruined his engine.
Uh-oh.
His dad says it's my fault and actually insists I should pay his thieving son's repair bill.
Oh, my gosh.
I got 2 fingers for you. They're located in the middle of my hand.
Unreal.
Not going to do it.
And just nobody will be held accountable for anything.
Nope. This person says, today I was going to a talent show. On the way there, my car broke down. I lost my keys and managed to slam my hand in a window. I got there and waited in the theater for an hour before the janitor came by and said, hey, show's tomorrow, lady. Whoops! This person says, today, while walking in the mall, I spotted my ex-boyfriend with his friends. To make myself look less lonely, I put my phone up to my ear and started an imaginary conversation with my invisible boyfriend. As I passed him, my phone started ringing loudly. It was him calling. He knew I was faking it.
Oh!
Man. Today, during a moment of silence at a wedding, my phone rang at full volume. My ringtone, the Jurassic Park theme. Everyone turned to stare as I fumbled desperately to shut it off. The bride spent the rest of the ceremony giving me the side eye.
Wow. No,
That's so sad.
I forget how that theme goes, but I'm sure it's very dramatic.
The Jurassic Park theme? Oh. I was about to go into Star Wars. You're totally right. You're absolutely right. They do sound kind of similar, though.
Okay. That's a nice wedding song.
It is.
I think it could have been worse.
It could have been. It could have been during the vows. It could have been during the vows where the husband is standing there and he's like, honey, I have known since the moment I saw you. Anytime I see you, I always think about... No, wait, you don't look like a stegosaurus. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is... this person says, today I walked in on my brother smoking weed. He immediately tried to hide it by dropping it down his pants, still lit. Screaming in pain, he pulled down his pants. The ashes burned his knob. I had to take him to the emergency room. Man.
It was worth a shot, I guess.
And finally, this person says, today my little girl spoke her first words.
Aww.
It was Dada. Dada left before she was born and has never met him before.
Whoops.
Oh, jeez.
That's just got to be just a punch to the gut.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully your day is going better than that. F my life. I saw this trend a few months ago, and apparently it's making a little bit of a comeback. If you are the adventurous type with your significant other, this may or may not be something you want to try. I don't know exactly where you would try it without technically breaking the law. Maybe your garage. But other than that, you better find a very secluded place to try this. Because it's called hamstering. And this new trend for significant others requires one thing. And that would be a car with a sunroof or a moonroof, whichever one retracts. Isn't that a moonroof? Sunroof pops up, and then the moonroof fully retracts.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Something like that.
Well, it requires the one that retracts. So you have a
hole in the roof.
hole in the roof, yes. And then what happens is the gentleman will lay down across the hole in the roof of your car with exposure. And the woman, much like a hamster getting water from a water bottle.
Oh, God.
I knew it.
Are we out of freaking ideas? Oh. Please do this in your garages, okay?
Now, again, I saw this take off a couple months ago, but there have been a couple TikTokers over the past couple days who have kind of re-brought it back up like they haven't heard about it before. And, if you want to give it the old college try, feel free. Got to be honest. Well, neither my car nor Nora's car has a moonroof. Kelly, does your car have a moonroof?
Yes. Unfortunately.
Can I borrow your car for the weekend?
You cannot.
No?
No, you don't even look at my car.
Oh, okay.
I don't want your nasty eyes on my car.
Or anything else.
Keep your filthy, dirty hands away. Do you have the lady who's talking about it? All right, what does she say?
If she doesn't, she says it might be dangerous.
The hamster thing piqued my curiosity, and my initial reaction was like, I want in. I want to drink. As though I am a thirsty hamster.
Whoa!
When I got this car, I even said for myself, I wanted a sunroof. In my head, it makes sense, and it's a great idea. But in practicality, first of all, I don't want my car scratched. There's belt buckles, there's buttons. Maybe he does one of these. And that way you can, conceal yourself in your car. I love it in theory. I just don't want to look like this when I execute it.
That's got to be some...
Yeah, I don't understand how you're doing anything, so that's fine.
I mean, I would do it for the plot.
For the what?
For the plot.
Oh.
I would do it for the story. Give it the old college try.
I mean...
Guess who's going to never want... Yeah, okay. I'm just going to say, I guess, go ahead. Give it a try. Guess who's not going to ever do it again is Nora. I'll tell you that much right now.
You don't know Nora very well.
I do. I don't understand how you're positioning anything here.
Well,
to make
I mean,
this an easy task.
Oh, I don't know that it's easy. Yes. I mean, I assume the woman's like on her a knee on each seat.
Yeah, all right.
Maybe.
I don't need to picture this anymore.
Facing backward.
Gross.
All right, well, because, I mean, I started thinking, though, if that's what hamstering is, and that's the next step of being adventurous, I was wondering what else you could do.
How about hibernate?
You could hibernate. See, I'm thinking you slothing.
What else you could do?
Slothing.
Yeah.
Slothing
Like
would
animals?
just be real, like...
Oh, just moving everything super slow.
Yeah, real
Just
slow.
like it's everybody being as lazy as humanly possible.
That you could, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So it's been an hour. Can't you get that shirt off?
There's crocodiling. It's crocodiling, and that's when the man it's like, are we gonna wrap this up, or are we gonna come on now? Are we gonna finish this up? And it's like, yeah. After a while, crocodile. Then there's and then I thought maybe you could do some puppying, and puppying is if you've ever put like a bowl of food in front of a puppy that just has way too much energy, and it's just that if you're gonna wonder if a woman would enjoy. If you're gonna hamster the guy, then the guy should puppy the woman, yeah, and just no. I'm interested. No, okay, moving along.
You went a long way with this.
I checked out like 6 minutes ago.
Fair enough. Coming up next, how would you like to go see 311 and Bad Flower? We've got your chance to play and win in about 3.5 minutes. 997 of the Blitz.
It's the one and only Name That Tune.
Oh, what is the answer?
Yeah, here we go. We've got 311 and Bad Flower tickets up for grabs for the show this Sunday at Kemba Live. And not only that, but if you win, you will then be entered into the grand prize, which is... you and your guests get to meet 311 as well. We are going to play Name That Tune. So we need 2 contestants right now, or 2 representatives, if you will, at 800-821-9970. I'll represent one. Kelly will represent the other as we play a vigorous round of Name That Tune.
Name That Tune.
Let's go with this person right here. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is George.
George. All right, George, you called in first. Your choice. Do you want to be represented by Kelly or Goose?
Goose.
All right, my man. Let's go with caller number 2 here. George, you hang on. Blitz, hi, who's this? Tammy. All right, Tammy, you are going to be represented by Kelly.
Yes!
Guys against girls.
Yet again, guys against girls. So,
woo!
George, Tammy, you guys hang on 1 second. We are going to find out who is going to win this game of Name That Tune. Very simple. Thick will give us a quick clue. And then Kelly and I will negotiate back and forth as to who can name that song in the fewest beats. And we'll find out who gets the most points. So, Thick, are you ready?
I am ready. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Think so. Here we go.
Who would like to go first?
Kelly, you get first bid.
All right.
Since you won yesterday.
All right. We can start with 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
How many seconds? In how many seconds can you name that tune, Kelly? Oh, you need a clue, don't you?
You do.
All right. Your clue for the first song is Up and Down Romance. Up and Down Romance. Kelly, you may start the bidding.
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Goose, do you want to?
Up and Down Romance. All right, go ahead. Name that tune.
All right. Kelly, here are your 2 seconds. Name that tune.
Love in an Elevator.
That's it.
I could have done that in 1 second. Darn it.
Yes. Yeah, you probably could have.
Okay.
Let's
go.
Goose, you get to go first this time. Your clue is it's not good and it's deep. It's not good and it's deep.
You don't need to talk about my physical characteristics that way,
Something
okay?
was coming. I knew it.
Stop that
But
right
you may
now.
start the bidding.
I'll start at 4 seconds.
All right, Kelly?
Oh, okay. Give me 3.
Goose?
I'm going to go 2.
2 seconds for Goose.
I want 1.
You're going to do it in 1 second?
All right.
Kelly can name it in 1 second?
Fine. Go ahead, Kelly. 1
All
second.
right, Kelly, here is your 1 second. Name that tune.
Bad to the bone.
What was the clue?
It's not good and it's deep.
Okay. All right.
All right, Goose, you got to get in here now, man.
I do.
All right. But Kelly gets to start the bidding on this one. Making sleep more enjoyable. Making sleep more enjoyable. Kelly, you may start the
2
bidding.
seconds.
All right.
Well, I got to go 1.
You got to try, right?
Yep, got to try. Got to give it a try. Here we go.
All right, Goose, here is your 1 second. Name that tune.
Come on. A broken dishwasher.
That is not correct. I'm sorry. Kelly, you now get to hear all 5 seconds.
Oh. Sweet dreams.
That is it. I'm so sorry.
Cool. Are we done? Are we playing again? Or what are we doing?
We played a 3. I mean, we
Played
can do
3?
more
Okay.
if you want.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
So,
Tammy, congratulations.
Yes.
dang, man.
If you want to have a good time, just give me a Tammy a call. Don't stop us now.
Well, she's just rubbing it in now, isn't she?
Oh, well, I've been shut out before, Goose, and it enrages me. So I have sympathy for you. I'm not going to dance around anymore. I'm going to be demure with my celebration.
You can't say I'm not going to dance around
you
anymore
just
after
finished.
you've been jumping around for the last 30 seconds.
Right, but usually it's like 45, 50 seconds. So I cut it.
Thank you so much for cutting 15 seconds off your celebration to make me feel better. Great. Thank you very much. Tammy.
Oh, Tammy, we did it.
Yeah, girl.
You know what, George? I'm not going to leave you out of it. George, I'm going to give you tickets for 311 and Bad Flower as well. You there, George?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got tickets as well. Both you guys are going to be at the show, and both of you are now entered into the drawing for the grand prize, which is the meet and greet with 311 as well. So have fun this Sunday, and you're going to enjoy the show.
Hang on, don't go anywhere.
Hang on
guys.
1 second.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Columbus Division of Fire is crediting their new drone with helping to get a handle on a blaze at a townhome yesterday. Several units were damaged in a fire at Governor's Square Apartments on Waterford Drive on the northwest side. Crews on the scene used a drone with an infrared camera to identify an additional hotspot inside a wall. The Division of Fire has had this drone for about a year, but yesterday was the very first fire where the device was put into use in a real-world scenario.
Oh.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
On a side note, one firefighter was bit while rescuing a cat. That's the thanks you get, I guess, as a firefighter. A big old chomp. Those things can be dangerous, too, cat bites.
Oh, yeah.
Those sharp fangs, they just stick that bacteria deep into your skin. You're supposed to go to the ER when you get a cat bite.
Well, cats or dogs. That's the thing. Is it's not really about the bleeding. It can be about the bleeding. It's more about the bacteria.
Yeah, that's deep inside there. Yep. A Texas-based business says, speaking of drones, that drones could radically alter the response to school shootings. In fact, the state of Florida has approved a trial of the Campus Guardian Angel system in 3 school districts. The company says the drones are stored in secure charging boxes on campus and remotely operated by a team in Texas. So if there is a school shooting in one of these Florida schools, This drone can be deployed within 5 seconds of an alarm being activated, and then will provide first responders with live video feeds. And if necessary, the drones can fire non-lethal rounds at an attacker, taking them out, they say, within 60 seconds. This can all happen.
Wow.
This system is also being installed in 4 Texas school districts and in 1 university in Texas. So it's worth a shot. Oh, sorry. Our favorite. That was not planned.
Freudian slip.
Yikes. Our favorite viral social media judge, Frank Caprio, has died of pancreatic cancer at the age of 88. Now, I know we've all seen videos of Judge Caprio on the bench handing out very kind sentences, and he usually dealt with like traffic issues and things like that. Municipal court in Providence, Rhode Island, had millions of followers on Facebook and TikTok, and he mainly sort of like was very sympathetic to the people who maybe ran red lights or were like had racked up tons of fines, and these, couldn't pay them because you just weren't in the financial position to be able to do so. Mm-hmm. So he just found very compassionate ways of handing down a suspended sentence or a really light fine or extending the amount of time that they're allowed to pay by months to give these people a break. One video I saw this morning is he let someone's 6-year-old daughter decide what the punishment should be.
Yes, I've seen that before.
Yeah, it was like she can pay $100 or $50 or $0. What do you think? And she said 50. And the judge was like, "You sure you don't want to go 0?" She goes, "No, 50. That sounds fair."
Wow,
that was cute. So
there's another guy now that he's passed that I've seen a lot, and he's a judge who sits on the bench. He's a younger guy, maybe middle-aged, but very thin or balding hair, glasses, and he almost always wears a bow tie. And again, he listens to people, and if there's a case of just like, I remember one guy got pulled over for jaywalking, and they found like a small joint on the guy, and he was in court for possession of drugs. And he goes, wait, he got initially pulled over for jaywalking? Like, this never would have happened. You never would have stopped a guy for jaywalking. And if you didn't stop for jaywalking, you never would have found the half a joint.
Right.
And so just very, very thoughtful in how he handles things.
Like that.
And
kindness.
So,
it goes a long way.
It really does.
It does. All right. Those are your 3 things.
Just a fact. All of us are watching our pocketbooks and our bank accounts a little bit closer. Just what you got to do nowadays. Well, there are 2 companies that look like they're kind of going in opposite directions. The 2 of the biggest companies in the entire country, or the world for that matter. The first being Walmart. And apparently, it looks like, according to this person on TikTok, that they're not doing things the way they should be doing. In fact, they are using clearance signs as a way to actually raise costs, because this person took their camera and walked through a couple different Walmart stores and walked up to an item on the shelf where they have that yellow clearance sticker, and inside the box of the yellow clearance sticker, it's got the price. But of course, that yellow clearance sticker is there to grab your attention. Bright yellow, bigger than a normal price tag. So clearance item. However, this person then peeled back the clearance sticker, and underneath the clearance sticker was the sticker from before.
The regular
price. Which was lower than the clearance price.
Fishy.
That is really awful.
They're saying that the pricing is deceptive. The idea of getting a value, whether this is true or not.
I've seen video before of that happening at Target.
It's happened a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean, I think Walmart is just the latest in a string of retailers.
Yeah, because that family needs more money.
Someone else said, I've seen them do this for years. I've called them out, and they get pissed about it every time. One person says, I'm convinced the workers leave the old tags on there on purpose in silent protest and hoping they get caught.
It's not their fault.
No,
they're not the ones raising the prices.
They're doing what they're told to do. So, it's getting looked into I'll tell you that much.
Dude, my head's going to explode right now.
I mean, I don't know anyone that would walk in with a clearance sticker and place it just to make a video. How would you get your hands on a clearance sticker and the right price tag to make a fake video? So I don't know how they would fake something like this, but yeah, they definitely need to look into it. They're talking as much as $3 or $4 more clearance price than what the original price is on items. So we'll see. On the flip side of it, another worldwide company is actually lowering prices, and that would be McDonald's.
Hey.
The McDonald's CEO publicly admitted that its menu has gotten too expensive and pledged to fix the problems. It looks like they are going to lower prices on 8 popular combos by about 15%. So you'll be able to get a better deal, including new $5 breakfast deals and $8 Big Mac and McNugget specials coming. And they're going to rebrand the extra value meal, which was a big thing when it first started. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Extra value meals, you're getting extra value if you buy all these items together. But they have seen prices rise, and the McDonald's CEO, Chris Kempczynski, has said, nope, we are going to change the perception as many customers feel the chain has become unaffordable over the past several years, and we are going to fix that. So, a company that obviously doesn't need the money or has enough money has realized, we could cut back profits by, 5-10% and give more value to our customers. And, you would think, I am by no means I'm an economics major, but you would think if you lower prices to draw people in, you're going to get more customers, which is going to equal more profit.
Yeah, you're not going to lose anything.
Right.
You're just going to get more customers.
You're going to get more customers.
You're still going to rake in the money.
So, keep an eye out for that.
Did you hear that, grocery stores? All the rest of you price gouging the hell out of us.
Prices will be coming down over the next couple months. So I say, good job. And they're already my favorite fast food place. So just now I get more McDonald's for my buck.
More is good.
I'm okay with.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
I was this close to calling 911 on my way to work this morning because I am pretty positive I was either behind a very, very, very old person or a drunk person this morning on my way to work.
Yeah.
Driving way under the speed limit, coming to stops 20 feet away from a red light, that extra cautious driver. I didn't. I don't know if I did the right thing or not, whatever. But I bring it up because this first story, if you're trying to hide your drunk drivingness, the first things first, make sure you're not going 120 miles an hour down the highway. And also make sure you're not missing 2 tires on your vehicle. That's what happened in Bozeman, Montana, where a 24-year-old man was arrested on Tuesday after witnesses reported a blue Toyota being driven at approximately 120 miles an hour with 2 tires missing on Interstate 90. The Gatlin County Sheriff deputies responded to a call and found the man at a park off Airport Road, where he reportedly was lying on the ground and told the deputies he was about 10 drinks in and took a Xanax earlier that day.
Oh my gosh.
Preliminary breath test had him blow a .092, and authorities say he performed poorly on field sobriety test.
Oh, I'd love to see that video.
Now, here's the deal. Eyewitnesses also stated they observed the man exiting the vehicle, stumble, and then throw away a black bag in a nearby trash can.
Whoa.
And when officers on the scene found the bag, it contained MDMA, psilocybin mushrooms, LSD, and methamphetamine. And in the documents, it states that, it was a large enough amount that he was probably looking to distribute. So he'll be facing charges of criminal possession of dangerous drugs with intent to distribute, driving under the influence, and reckless driving as well, because, you can't drive your car without 2 tires.
Oh, my gosh.
120. You figured you would, fishtail or slide if you're just driving on the rims.
Yeah.
There's no traction whatsoever.
I don't get that.
Yeah. So, thankfully, he'll be going away for what looks like a very long time. This second story coming out of Florida, where I have no sympathy for this man. Yes, we have ourselves a WTF. What the Florida? This man is now sitting up in a hospital after he was out and about with his friends doing some fishing and, caught himself a shark, which has happened before. However, this fisherman decided, well, since I've got myself a shark, I need myself a picture. So he walks up behind the shark, straddles the shark, grabs the shark by the nose and kind of pulls the head back so he can get a picture. Shockingly, the shark wasn't exactly thrilled about this whole thing and started thrashing about, and that's when the shark did get a good enough turn to get a hold of this man's leg and take a nice little chunk out. We're talking down to the white meat. Yeah, this man is now lying up in a hospital. Sean Muse, this is what he has to say.
We were taking the hook, and we just finished taking the hook out of his mouth. We were going to go release him, and the shark just turned and bit me. I'd go back today if I could leave the hospital. It's unfortunate, but it's something that happens when you go, it happens sometimes. Luckily, he only took a little bit of me, and not a lot. So, I'm one of the fortunate ones, and I'm a shark bite victim. A lot of good stories now.
Okay, see, this is where I hope you end up as chum, because he specifically said, if I could get out of bed right now, I'd go back. Well, you're stupid, sir. You're just dumb. You want to go back and mess with a shark again.
He wants to catch another one.
You got to get right back up on the horse.
Yeah, man. I don't understand why you hate this guy. And what did he said they were trying to take the hook out? He didn't say they were taking a picture. Was he lying? Was it what was the deal?
No, there's video. He's trying to take a picture with the shark.
Well, I take picture with all big fish I catch.
Okay.
Smooching it right
Not
on the
sharks.
fish lips.
Well, shark's a fish.
Shark. Okay.
I mean, I would want a picture with it.
Okay. If you get a chunk of your leg taken out, I have zero sympathy for you. And then if you say, I want to go back, I hope you lose more next time.
Okay, if you
That is an apex predator. And you're shocked that you got a chunk of your leg missing.
If you accidentally catch a shark, total accident, what are you supposed to do?
I'm
Just
calling
cut the line?
I'm either cutting the line or calling wildlife.
Okay.
And
then you're
if it's a big-ass shark,
I'm not going near. Well, this shark is easily 6 feet.
Dang.
He got that in on the beach?
Yeah.
Wow.
Woo.
Yeah. Maybe 5. Definitely 5, maybe 6. I'm looking at the video right now.
Yeah, I'm not messing with any ocean
No,
life.
not at all. I mean, again, I understand that it's unfortunate that this shark was hooked, and I've seen people like cut nets away from dolphins or turtles before.
Sure.
I get it. A dolphin and a turtle isn't going to kill you. So, yeah, zero sympathy for this man. But good.
You wouldn't think a shark could kill you on land, though.
The way it's thrashing around.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
Muskie do that, too.
It could kill you, for sure. So, that's your not-so-breaking news, 99.7 The Blitz. Normal or nope? I want your opinion on a scenario, and is this something that is done normally, or it's a big nope for you? And this has to do with going to concerts, seeing some live music, especially if you have kids. Because I had a friend who went to a show, and this conversation came up, in that he noticed that the two people sitting next to him were obviously together, married. They had their wedding rings on, and they were enjoying the show. But then there was some conversation going down, and like 4 rows in front of them, in the same general, I think it was like, she said it was like 2 or 3 seats to the left, but 4 rows in front of them were 2 more people sitting. Younger people, like young teenagers. And it was their kids. And they found out they purposely bought 4 tickets, but just enough separation where it was, well, I don't know. Was it mom and dad want a little alone time and we want to enjoy the show? Or was it you're old enough, 13, 14, 15, that you can have a little independence?
Yeah, I like that. I actually think it's great.
You think it's great?
Yeah, you're there in case something goes sideways.
Okay.
And you also can enjoy it just you and your spouse.
All right. Now, think you've got kids, and you and your entire family are very much into live music.
Yeah.
Go to a lot of shows together. Did you do this? Have you done this? Is this something that you've done in the past with your kids?
To keep us separated?
Yeah.
No, because we're all into it.
You're all into it. So you want the whole family together to enjoy the concert together?
Now, I have had a situation where I'm trying to find tickets, and I can only find pairs together, where I couldn't find 4 together. That happened.
On purpose, we're talking.
Yeah. No, I would no, huh? No, I want to watch it with them.
Okay.
Concerts with your kids is some of the best bonding ever.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, maybe that's a show. Maybe it depends on the show and what your kids are like. Because you said these were teenagers.
Yeah.
What if they said, "Hey, Dad, we want to go, but we want to go by ourselves. Like, we want to do a concert by ourselves."
Yeah, I'd be all right with it.
You'd be okay with it.
Fine with it. Yeah.
But you're gonna let that decision be theirs. You're not specifically gonna say, "Hey, we got you tickets," but you guys are sitting up here, and Mom and Dad are gonna be a few rows back.
And it could be them because you know how it is when you're a teenager. It's like your parents are with you at the concert. It's like, you guys got to stay away from us. Maybe it's them. Yeah, maybe it's them. I don't know.
This just happened last week when Nora went up to Detroit to pick up the boys because they were there for their visit before school started, and some Linkin Park tickets fell on their lap. And Adam, the younger one, had never been to a big live show like that before, and absolutely loved it. And they all sat together.
Nice.
But here's the thing: the 16-year-old did go off with his friends. Now, I wouldn't.
Of course.
I don't know if I would let the 13-year-old. I don't know if it was 2 13-year-olds buying them separate tickets, 4, 5, 6 rows away. I don't know, 13, maybe 13.
What are you doing?
I mean, you got to know their friends, or if it's a sibling or whatever. It's like you want to feel comfortable with it, but also, what's the harm in letting them sort of test out some independence 5 rows ahead of you?
Right. Well, that's the question, though. Are they going to get up out of their seats and maybe go buy a pretzel by themselves, or get up and walk the venue? Because sometimes you do a lap or whatever. I don't know.
So, think about it this way. What if there's no seats on the floor? They want on the floor, like you're at Sonic Temple.
Yeah.
And there's no floor, so they can just go anywhere on the floor.
No floor seats.
How would you feel about
let
that?
them roam around the floor seats. Or if you don't want to spend the money, you just buy some nosebleeds.
Right.
So you're there. They need a ride anyways.
Yeah.
So you're there up in the nosebleeds while they're down on the floor doing their thing.
Do you know I would feel absolutely comfortable? I don't have kids, but I'm imagining I would feel absolutely comfortable at Sonic Temple letting them roam the floor because I have never seen kinder people in my life. And if somebody starts to act a little weird, somebody else will jump in and help.
Yep.
I mean, it's like the kindest, greatest group of people I've ever been around. I would feel 100% comfortable with that.
800-821-9970. Normal or no? Would you buy your kids separate seats for one of 2 reasons? They want a little independence, so you want to give it to them, or maybe you just want some time with your significant other, so you want a little separation.
Yeah. And we're talking teenagers or younger, right?
Yeah.
We're talking
obviously, yeah.
Minors.
I would say 16 or younger. Because once they're at 16, I went to my first show alone with my girlfriend at 16.
I was in 8th grade when I went to Ozzy.
By yourself?
Yeah,
with a friend.
Yeah, but
no parents.
I had no parents.
Really? Okay. 800-821-9970. Let's see.
This person says we do a lot of festivals with our kids. We let the older kids go watch some bands at a different stage than that we're at. We have a safety plan and a meeting place. That sounds great.
That's it.
Perfect.
Okay. All right.
We have so many people that use our Blitz boombox as their meeting place.
Oh, yeah.
In the plaza there?
Yep.
Yeah. At Sonic.
Let's see. I would let my kids go in the mosh pit with Thick Rick.
Yeah. I mean, Thick Rick, I want to tell you, if your kid ever wants to go in the mosh pit, find Thick Rick, because he will give your kid a great experience.
Well, it was Thick and his son that took my 16-year-old to the mosh pit.
Well, you and I went around for a second in the mosh pit just because Thick was like, do it. And Tyler, your son, they were like, come on, we can get in. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. And you're like, we can do it. Let's have some fun.
Tyler was the one to lift Brendan, my 16-year-old stepson, up into the crowd surf.
Oh, to surf.
To surf, yeah, absolutely. 800-821-9970. Who's on the phone here? Let's see if this person would do it. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Cheryl.
Cheryl. All right, Cheryl, would you or have you bought separate seats for you and your kids to either A, get away from them and have some time with your significant other, or they wanted their own independence?
Actually, we went for fun. Well, it was Rock on the Range. We took our kids. My son was like 10, and my daughter was like 13. And we let them run around.
Oh, you broke up. You let them run around and what?
They was crowd surfing the entire time.
You just let them go and roam around. Okay.
Kids love to crowd surf.
They had a ball.
And you had no problem with it. And how old were they at the time?
My stepson was like 9 or 10, and my daughter, she was like 13.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty young. But okay.
For Rock on the Range, it is.
Yeah, right. Very good. Thank you so much for the call. Really appreciate it. 800-821-9970. Normal or nope. Would you do this? 99.7 The Blitz. Normal or no? I had a friend go to a concert, and sitting next to him was a married couple having a good time, and they found out about halfway through the show that about 5 rows up and a couple seats to the left were their 2 kids. They actually bought separate tickets. Now, I don't know if it was because the parents wanted to enjoy the show on their own or if it was because the kids wanted independence. But either way, would you do this? Would you separate from your kids during a concert? We're talking young teens, like 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there. Normal or no? Nikki, what's up?
I would say normal to a certain extent. And I only say that because I recently just did this at Sonic Temple, go figure, with my 17-year-old son. But it was the best experience that both of us had ever had because he had that independence to kind of go off and experience things and hang out with his friends. It was so fantastic, and it was such an inviting crowd, and I felt safe with him, and we were in communication at the whole time. And then I thought it was ironic that one of you mentioned the Blitz box because that was our meetup space.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot. I noticed that a lot this year, that you would have people hanging out, and then all of a sudden, like, kids would come walking up, or parents would come walking up.
Yeah, absolutely. That was absolutely our meetup space. I'm like, okay, if our phones don't work, this is where we're going.
I mean, by far, it's the easiest, simplest thing to, like, explain. Meet up with the Blitz boombox.
Giant radio.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't miss it.
I love it. Well, thank you, Nikki, for joining the show. Have a great Thursday.
Hey, another Nikki texted and said, I'm a medic at Sonic, Inc. and Lost Lands, and for the most part, all of them are safe concerts. And her idea is so good. She says just braid an air tag in the girls' hair and put an air tag on the belt loop of the boys.
Oh, okay.
Or vice versa, however
so you know where
it works
they're at.
out.
Yeah. That makes total sense.
That's a great idea.
Love that.
Air tag your kid.
We got a text from 6756. My friend and I took our daughters to Rock on the Range when they were 12 and 13. We said 3 rules. No wandering off, no crowd surfing, and not to get up on the rail. We broke all 3 on day 1. That's a do as I say, not as I do kind of explanation.
And I also feel like people have an idea about Sonic Temple or, Rock on the Range. They had an idea of it being something and that it isn't. Which is like, you got to be careful, and it's a giant crowd, and who knows what can go sideways.
Yeah.
But it's actually like the friendliest, most fun experience. And I think once you get in for an hour or so, you're like, do what you want. This is great. It's a great atmosphere.
Exactly.
I also think we did get another text talking about, hey, we're Gen X. So we grew up in a time of finding our own fun and being out and about with our friends. So now as parents, we're like, yeah, go. Fine, this is what we did as kids.
Yeah.
Just go.
Have a good time.
You do have some helicopter parents, but for the most part, we're like, yeah, just whatever. Fine. I don't want you here anyways. We only say that under our breath. Well, as we found out, it is pretty much a normal thing. So that's pretty good. I wanted to share this story because I just saw someone write this, and this just happened to us, and I thought it was the funniest thing. I got a message that says, hey, I want to know how you feel about this because there was a commercial that ran with Limu, the Emu, and Doug. You know the Liberty Mutual commercials?
Yeah.
And it said it made me think of an SNL skit with Shane Gillis, which I thought was hysterical. So I sent it to one of my coworkers for her to watch, and she thought it was mildly amusing. And then she sent me one that she thought was funny, and I started watching it, and I found it mildly amusing. However, the video I sent her was 2 minutes long. The video she sent me was 5.5 minutes long, and I got bored. So I told her, I'm not going to finish this video, and I turned it off. And she was upset. She's like, wait a minute, I watched your video. Why wouldn't you watch my video? Well, your video's 3 times as long as the video I sent you. And if I'm not amused, I'm not amused. And I only laughed because this just happened yesterday while we were talking about YouTube being 20 years old.
Yeah.
And you had sent me a video of the
drinking out of cups.
And I made it through about, 90 seconds maybe.
It was 2.5 minutes.
And I was like, and I turned it off.
Yeah.
And Vic was like, wait, you didn't find that funny? I was like, okay. And I just turned it off. He goes, no, you didn't get to the best part. And then so he pulls up the audio he fast forwarded to the end. And he's like, no, listen to this part.
Did you change your mind?
No, I chuckled. I was like, yeah.
You know, the thing is, and here's the thing, if you decide to share something with somebody that is funny to you or you connected with in some way and they don't like it, it's such a personal offense.
I know, right? You're like, how are you not cracking up at this?
Okay, I see. You don't like me. You could have told me that before I started sending you videos.
Oh, so we're fighting now? Is that what it is? Okay, great.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, Hurricane Erin is still out there and really, really strong. It's still a Category 2. It's not making a direct hit on the East Coast. However, there are huge storm warnings and storm surge warnings in effect along the outer banks of North Carolina. The National Hurricane Center says tropical storm conditions already being felt in the outer banks and will spread north to the Virginia coastline. So bad weather's possible through tomorrow from the mid-Atlantic coast to southern New England. So that is something maybe you've got some relatives need to watch out for. Today, the Menendez brothers begin their long-awaited parole hearing, a huge step in their push to be released after 35 years behind bars. The hearings for the brothers are being held separately. Eric's is today, Lyle's is tomorrow. And after the hearings conclude, the parole board will determine whether the brothers are suitable for parole. They'll make their recommendation, and the governor of California will make that final decision. Family members say the brothers have taken accountability for their actions and the murders of their parents, and they've shown that they can lead responsible lives. The LA County DA says, actually, that's not true. The brothers have claimed self-defense in the murders, which is a total lie, and the brothers continue to pose a risk to society. So we are recommending heavily that they not be paroled.
Now, you watched the documentary, right?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I hate to say it that I did not. Did you watch it?
I didn't, but I do know that it was kind of like a Making the Murderer, where people are now going back and forth. They're like, oh, wait a minute. Was it self-defense? Was it not? So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt at the time that it was a pretty cut and dried case. 2 rich kids murdered their rich parents for the money. That's what it was like back in the day when it happened.
Yes.
And then you find out about the sexual abuse allegations and this guy from Menudo was being represented by the Menendez brothers' dad, and he was whatever. There's just a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They've been 35 years behind bars. I don't know. Give them another chance. I don't know how you feel about it, but
35 years behind bars.
That's a heinous crime.
It is. Are they going to step out of prison and a week later just murder 2 more people?
Yeah, felt very contained to the family.
Yes.
I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. Right. Sony has announced it's increasing prices of its PlayStation consoles in the United States due to the, quote, challenging economic environment, a.k.a. tariffs, on electronics and chips made outside the U.S. Sony creates the majority of its PlayStation 5 hardware in China, so prices for consoles starting today will rise about $50. That's a big increase.
That's a big jump.
Yeah. There will be no cost increase for controllers, controller chargers, and stands, headphones, and console wraps. That'll all remain the same price, but it looks like your PlayStation Plus subscription price will not change either, but the actual PlayStation 5 itself, console, will go up $50 starting today. And those are your 3 things.
Aren't they, isn't it about the window? Maybe next year before Christmas.
For a
PlayStation 6.
Oh.
I mean, we got the Switch 2 that just came out.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think they're going to get a PlayStation 6 for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like every 5 to 10 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Switch 2 came out. Wasn't it 5 years?
Yeah.
The 5 years
like
after
that.
the Switch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was 5 years between the 4 and PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5? And is Xbox still doing anything?
They're the same way. The next gen systems just came out a couple years ago.
How about GameCube?
Yeah.
What was that?
It was a laugh. There's no such thing as a GameCube.
There isn't?
Do you want the Genesis to make a return? You want the Sega Genesis to come back?
Is that what it is? What's a GameCube?
The Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, okay.
Was before the Switch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not.
What was the Sega CD-ROM? Was that what it was called? The Sega CD-ROM?
Sega Genesis.
And then they had the CD-ROM attachment, but I didn't know if it had a name or not. I don't remember. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, so the PlayStation 4 came out. They announced it. No, it came out in 2014. The PlayStation 5 came out in 2020. Of course, nobody could get one.
Right. Well, it's 5 years.
Yeah,
6 years.
Yeah.
Coming up on 6 years. So that's
So
why
it's
I said
actually
next Christmas. We'll see.
That's right.
I just haven't heard anything about it.
No, I haven't either. Yeah, so I was asking.
I have, but I'm not allowed to tell you.
Okay.
All right.
Keep it on lock and key,
Yeah,
Kelly.
those are your 3 things.
It was just 2 days ago that we had ourselves another round of Taste Test Tuesday, where we find interesting recipes on the interwebs or interesting snacks we may want to order, give them a try, see what they taste like. And this week, Smoothie King has got a new smoothie you can buy. It's the Heinz ketchup smoothie. So I bought all the ingredients. And it wasn't like, barf inducing, but it wasn't great.
It was not. No, it was bad.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But we also had Hugh and Goose come in. They dropped off some delicious.
That was phenomenal.
Chicken tenders, the filet mignon of chicken, which was good.
Dude, those ribs.
And yeah,
good stuff.
Well, no, that was Smoky Bones.
Or Smoky. That's right.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Yes. I said it was all good.
Which we went there for lunch yesterday. We had to do some shopping, and we went to the
to which one?
Eastham Mall location.
Smoky Bones.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Hugh and Goose was awesome. I liked it better than Cane's.
Yeah, I agree.
Nothing against Cane's, but
I think I have found next Tuesday's Taste Test Tuesday, because people are talking about this Michelin star chef who has made a new burger. You got the clip there?
Yeah.
Okay. These are people trying this new burger that Alice Osten, a renowned chef and animal lover based out of London, Michelin star chef, made. Take a listen.
This is the Catkin Cluck Burger. Dare to try?
I've never eaten cat food before.
I think he likes it.
It's delicious. It's tasty.
It's good. I wouldn't expect this to be cat food.
It's a little mushy, but flavor-wise, actually not too bad. Excellent.
It's not too bad. It doesn't taste like cat food.
It tastes like a burger.
How do you know what cat food tastes like? It doesn't taste like cat food. What you been eating?
I
cat
guess
food?
what you would assume cat food tastes like.
I have no
But
idea.
yes, Catkin cat food is a food that kind of comes almost like in a, what does this look like? A tube, a plastic tube almost. So it's the soft kind of cat food. It's not like the kibbles that they crunch on.
Soft. It's soft food,
yes. And sure enough, she threw it in a bowl, made it into a patty. Looks like it's kind of almost breadcrumbs or panko.
Yeah,
like a panko crust. And then got some arugula on there. Got some pickles on there.
Wait a minute. Whoa. You're telling me we're going to do this for Taste Test Tuesday?
Why not? Did you hear?
Are you going to prepare this the fancy way they did with the arugula?
Yeah, I'm not just dumping catkin in a bowl. No, I'm going to make the catkin burger.
Okay.
Form it into a patty. I'll panko it up. I'll deep fry it. I will put some...
Oh, it's deep fried.
Hey, it's got to be.
Not grilled, huh?
No, it's got to be deep fried. Yeah, it's got the panko crusting on there, so it definitely was dropped in some oil.
Okay, so then you'd have a solid cooked patty. We could just nuke it a little bit.
Exactly.
Right.
And then throw some leafy greens on there.
I always say I'll try anything once, man.
They put sun-dried tomatoes, cucumber, and a drizzle of hot honey on there. That's not my type of burger. We can make it, Americanized with like lettuce, tomato, mayo,
Okay, well, what are you going to tell Kelly it is? Because there's no way she's going to take a bite initially if she knows this is cat food. I don't think she will.
So what if we don't tell her?
Well, I know, but what are you going to tell her?
To try a new burger.
Yeah.
Just a new burger recipe that I found. Oh, no. I don't know if that's a good idea.
What if she thinks it's delicious? That'll be hilarious. I hope she's not listening right now.
She will absolutely murder me. I might get punched in the left eye if I don't tell her what it is, and she takes a bite of it, and then tell her afterwards. Oh, she'd go to HR. I might get fired for that. Can you do that? You can't serve someone something like that and not tell
Well, we're
them.
doing Taste Test Tuesday. She knows that, and you're saying this is a new burger I prepared. You didn't. If she asked you, maybe you have to tell her.
Oh.
And if she asks in advance, I don't know.
That I couldn't not tell her.
Sure, you could. Sure you could. I will defend you. I will stand in front of you if she comes at you.
You're walking through a minefield, man. You are tiptoeing through a minefield. I don't know if that's a good idea. I wonder if anyone's ever eaten something not knowing what it was, and then you enjoy it, but it's actually something kind of gross, or you never would have eaten it in the first place.
Right.
But you enjoyed it not knowing what it was. Oh. Well, anyways, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna see if I can find some catkin and some and see if I can get this patty for him, because this might be our next Taste Test Tuesday.
I wonder if it has to be that kind of cat food.
No, I would bet any high quality.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use the Alpo or whatever canned cat food. Right. I'll buy that
9 Lives.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. But if you go now, they got the fresh animal food that you can buy in the fridge and stuff.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna have to pick some up. Catkin. But it's based out of England, so I don't know if they have that here, but I'm gonna look for it. We'll find out. So that might be our next Taste Test Tuesday. 997 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Making you a bit smarter than you were when you woke up this morning. Little tidbits you can take with you throughout the day, like this one. Ladybugs are called ladybirds in England. It's a ladybird.
Okay.
Look at the ladybird. Which they have different names for different things. It's a ladybird. I like ladybug better, but that's just me. The shortest English word that has all 5 vowels in it is eunoia. EUNOIA. 6 letters long, 5 vowels. It means beautiful thinking, or like a positive mental state.
Okay.
I try and stay eunoia. Use that at work today.
Eunoia. It's like, it's a Gen Z thing for you're annoying.
Eunoia. Yeah. On Saturn, there's an enormous spinning hexagon in the clouds at its North Pole, which is about twice the size of Earth. It's a continuous vortex, similar to a hurricane that's about 50 times larger than the typical Earth hurricane. They refer to it as the belly button of Saturn.
Space is crazy, man.
Belly button of Saturn. It is, yeah. Absolutely unbelievable. The average cloud weighs 1.1 million pounds, but its weight is distributed across such a large space that it still floats up there in the sky.
It's just like moisture, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just a collection of water particles.
If you took all that water and put it in a giant bucket, that's what it would weigh.
1.1 million pounds, yep. And finally, we told you yesterday about the Wright brothers. Orville Wright took his first flight, we all know that he took, but his last flight was on a plane that Howard Hughes was flying in 1944. The plane had a wingspan of 123 feet, which made it 3 feet longer than the Wright brothers' first flight. Just the wingspan alone.
Right.
So, there you go. Learning some stuff on a Thursday morning. 99.7 The Blitz.